Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is March 13th, 2018. We are on addictedsports.com, Italian website, on Lake Artisea, in a western facing camera. And every time this camera sees this image, we always see it. So I'll show you here, facing the west. I will leave links in the description box. Please go investigate this for yourself. This is not Photoshop. Now, what you're going to watch next is actually pretty astounding if you got the few patience to wait and watch. Now, I want you to watch light bend before your very eyes. That is just undeniable, absolute proof of light bending technology hiding this planetary object in the sky. Well, what you're looking at is a projection of a planet through a series of lens arrays. Yeah. Now, I'm just going to show you that this, as the lenses come into focus, we're going to begin to see planet Atu, this one here. Because we're going to start seeing the distinctive stripe pattern on that planet. Take a nice hard look at this stripe pattern. Fat white stripe, narrow thin stripe, and a slightly skinnier white stripe. A signature pattern of what we're going to see next. It's pretty amazing, so just watch. Now, every time the main object moves, all these other objects moves because of the lenses. A cluster of lenses behind the main lens is bending the light. This is light bending technology. And by the way, the camera is now in night vision mode, so our object now appears white. This is night vision mode. And right here, it is not in night vision mode. When it loses light, these cameras will pick up the near infrared spectrum not visible with the naked eye, and that is why you will not see this with ordinary telescopes. Again, when this object moves, these all move with it. Go get yourself a fancy camera, a night vision camera that will catch all these objects the same. Now, I want you to see something here that most people are going to miss. Now, when light is traveling, the glare of these lights from the city on this mountain are straight. You see that? That's perfectly normal. That's how it should be. But here's where things get just a little crazy, right? This looks normal. The source of light, you have one light source. It should be, light doesn't bend, does it? Unless there's something bending it. Watch this. This ought to blow your mind. So this white hot object comes into view. We see every time this moves that every single one of these little circular striped planets move with it. Why? Because there's one object moving with 5 moving with it. Did you see that? Let me do that again. See, all the objects move at the same time. Right? This move here, 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 here. Because overlapping lenses in front of the main lens. But keep going. Now watch the light bend before your very eyes. And watch how these smaller stripes actually come into focus. Now, Dr. Claudia Roberts and Scott Sion from the Planet X News and sent me a video from this planet. Thank you very much. And let's keep going. Watch the light bend. Look, straight beams. That's normal, right? Get this? Okay, this is going to blow your mind. This is perfectly normal, right? When these light streaks are straight. Look at that. Are you seeing this? Do you see the light bend here? That is not normal, okay? Absolutely not normal. What would cause the light to bend like that? There's no water droplets and then goes back to normal because the light refraction around it is bending the light. What could possibly bend light? Higher density. Look at it's bent. That means there's something in outer space bending the light. It's bent. It's bent. It's bent. It's now facing sideways, folks. Okay, that's not normal. That shows the absolute proof of light being bent. You know, unfortunately, we live in a sad world that refuses to do any investigation to see that light bending. Hey, look at this. You see how look at how the light bent, people. You see how it's bent here, here, here. Nice distinctive bent line. And every time this object moves with it. Now that I showed you some of the pictures, let me kind of show you my theory of what is going on here, and I'll prove it up with some time-lapse pictures from Australia. Here would represent our striped planet, like we saw here. And then these are the overlapping lenses here, like we're going to see right here. These are the bigger Fresnel lenses, are flat, it's got grooves in them. Why we see circular patterns in our skies. We even see circular patterns in the sun. And we see the smaller cluster of these overlapping smaller lenses. Each one of those lenses here are the ones that we see. We could even see the, hold on. So those are smaller lenses, the bigger lenses, and why we see all the little projections in front of it. And this represents the planet Earth. This is my sorry drawing of how they kept basically overlap. And the drawing looks like a set of Olympic rings. I'm sure it's better than that. Probably looks something like the sacred geometry that we see in some of our old artwork. Oh yeah, you guys remember the upside down rainbow crap we've been told? You want to know the real reason for that? The lens array. Yeah. Why do you think it's upside down? Well, I've got a couple theories. How about everybody knows that when an object appears upside down when it goes through a lens? That wasn't hard, was it? Oh yeah, and here's some interesting light phenomenon. You want to keep calling it? You trolls. Here we go. Lake Chiemsee, I hope I pronounced this right, in Deutschland or Germany. Look at that. Not water droplets. How do you know? Well, water droplets would only bend the light. It wouldn't change the color of it to white because it's a white hot planet. Look at that. Only appearing. Look at the time lapse going backwards on this. We don't see distortion. We just see light. Telling you folks, let's go back and look at some of the light bending evidence that we've had from times past. Again, the bizarre lens arrays seems to fit the configuration over and over again. There's your upside down lens because we have overlapping lenses. We've got pictures from many YouTube subscribers. In this video, we've got pictures, MB3 showing this image again, as if it was something normal. Past sun, and the sun simulator passing through a lens array. More lens array. It's getting old, people. Yeah. I hope you like this video. So next time you see a black spot on your camera, you know it's not a smudge because it moved. It's being refracted across multiple lenses, scattering a single planetary image into 5 or 6 images. We see that when this thing moves. I mean, and now the stripes are appearing. It's no longer just a smudge. It's a distinctive striped pattern that we see. Now we notice why we see concentric circles when we see this smudgy-like object moving, and when it moves, all the images move with it. Why light bends in front of the camera. We see, I hope you learned that this is a white. It's white because it's got a heat signature. Look at the ring pattern that we see from the Fresnel, giant Fresnel lens. Layers of Fresnel lenses. Look at the circular lens pattern right here. Look how it bends the light. Look at the distinct signature of the planet Atu itself. Look how straight these light patterns are right here. And when you begin to see this straight pattern in your area, it's not on the lens. And the light bends. Look at that right there. Nothing on the lens to do that, and yet it bent. Amazing. Well, please copy, like, and share this video. Have a blessed day.